Expectancy Violations Theory by Keyla Acosta. Expectancy violation theory is a communication theory which tries to explain the unexpected violation of human being while interacting. People, while communicating, will create an expectation of how the other will react. Violations to this expectation can cause a perception that will be positive or negative. Because people grow up in different cultures, that is why we all behave differently. This has a big influence on the reaction of people. This theory was developed by Jude Burgoon, a communication scholar at the University of Arizona. She was studying proxemics, which led her to develop the nonverbal expectancy violations theory. Proxemics is the study of people's use of space as a special elaboration of culture. Because the shape and size of our personal space is based on our individual liking and norms. I have provided you a table to help explain what expectancy violation theory is. So here's a table that shows what expectancy violation theory is in a classroom. It shows us immediate distance, personal distance, social distance, and public distance. And as you can tell, it's also showing us a range of where the professor would like to interact with his students. And obviously, that is not happening. This next table also shows us that there are 4 proxemic zones. And it's immediate, personal, social, and public. And they each come with their own ranges, which I will explain to you in these next slides. The first one is public distance, which is 10 feet or more. The reaction is usually positive. I have a short clip that will show you these 2 girls waving at each other from a far distance. And tell me what the reaction would look like. As you can see, the reaction was positive because they were waving at each other and there was no negative going on there. The second one is social distance, which is 4 to 10 feet. The reaction is usually negative. Here's another short clip showing you 2 girls studying while this other girl is just looking at them in an awkward manner. Now tell me what the reaction would look like. As you can tell, the reaction was negative. They started making faces back at this girl because she was making awkward ones at them. The third one is personal distance, which is 18 inches to 4 feet. The reaction is usually negative. This is our personal bubble that we only allow certain people to be included in this personal distance. Here's a short clip that helps show you what personal distance looks like in your everyday relationships. As you can see, one of the girls is looking over to the other girl's personal space, and she obviously didn't like it, which made it a negative outcome. The fourth one is intimate distance, which is 0 to 18 inches. The reaction is usually negative if you're not welcomed into that intimate distance. But if you allow it, then it becomes okay. So I'm going to give you an example of how you can apply it to your everyday relationships. I hope this helps clear up any misunderstandings. The expectancy violation theory can be applied in many interpersonal relationships. Picture you and your partner are working on a research paper for your class. But in this research paper, you're asked to pick any topic you find interesting. As a team, you both pick negative behaviors of teachers in the classroom. Once it is turned in, your teacher asks both of you to meet her after school in the principal's office. Both of you are worried you failed this research paper and will fail the class. But the principal and teacher were both in a great mood because earlier that day, your school found out they had received an award for great academics. The principal and teacher, after reading your research paper, asked if you both could read it to the entire school on Friday's assembly. This reaction was unexpected and positive. Now, as you can see, they didn't expect to get that type of award. They thought they were going to fail because they were talking about negative behaviors of teachers. So now I'm going to give you the definition once more so that we can get a better understanding and leave knowing what expectancy violation theory is. It is a communication theory which tries to explain the unexpected behaviors of human beings while interacting. And they could be positive or negative reactions, depending on the culture, because that has a big influence on how the people will react. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.